G'day everyone. There's a few things that have been bothering me, and I want to say it. And it's about what's going on in this so-called world that we're living in, where everyone should be humble, everyone should respect each other, and live in happy lives. But it's not. Now, I live in this country called Australia. I don't hate it. Please don't think that I hate this country, Australia. I don't. But I remember when I was growing up, and you could walk the streets. You can see people playing football or playing cricket in your street. And as soon as a car will come past, you move the bins. And once the car leaves again, you put the bins back, you keep continuing that game. I don't see it anymore. Parks are empty. And it makes me think, what the fuck has just happened? Because it wasn't that long ago when I was playing cricket on the street, or going with my mates to the local park and kicking a football, or building a billy cart and going down the steepest street. It's not happening anymore. Where you used to talk to your next door neighbour or play with his kids. It ain't happening anymore. And I think to myself, how could we let this happen? But you know what? We're letting it happen. And you know what? It's going to get a lot worse. And you know what? We're letting it happen. But then we're going to be thinking when it's too late, why didn't we do anything about it? And you think to yourself, who let this happen? It wasn't me. Because you know what? I'm going to say it. I've got a beautiful mind. I think outside the box. People tarnish me and call me a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you're fucking full of shit. But you know what? No, I'm not a fucking conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not fucking full of shit. Because I'm going to speak the truth on what I see is going around, what's happening around the world, or what's happening in Australia, or listen, I don't know any other country, but I'm going to speak on what's going on in Australia. Where I can see on a daily basis we are getting absolutely hammered by chemtrails, and I can actually visually see it in front of my eyes. And then you say something to someone, you go, you're full of shit, you're a conspiracy theorist, that's a contrail. But then you point out a contrail to them because it's right next to it, and go, why is that plane leaving a small line, but then it disappears in a few seconds, but then that one there is leaving the biggest, dirtiest cloud that stays there all fucking day. It's just common sense. And then you think about what are the elites actually, what is their agenda behind this, and what are they doing to us? Where you watch the news and you supposedly think that it is the truth, but it's not. It's fucking just false flags. It's dividing people. It's creating hatred with everyone, and you can fucking visually see it. But they don't show you the real evidence. They show you the evidence that they want you to believe in. And I watch the news on a daily basis, and I sit there and I think to myself, you're full of shit. And the only real thing that I see on the news is when there's a traffic report and you get Vic LaRusso up there on a helicopter and he's actually showing you where the traffic is. Now that's the real news. But then you get movies that are science fiction that are actually the truth. But because you've got that fiction in your body, they're like fiction played out in your head that you think, nah, it's not right, it's a fiction, it's full of shit. But it ain't. It ain't. And then you get kids, and this is what really, really plays with my head. You get kids that go to school, right, at a young age, right, and the kid's that active, that he does things that are not normal to any other kid. But that kid has got the greatest mind. It's beautiful because he's thinking outside the box. Because he's not normal where all the other kids have been dumbed down, they put him on drugs. The teacher goes, no, listen, I've been watching your kid, and he's got ADHD. So we're gonna dumb down his brain so he can be like a normal kid. And you think to yourself, why the fuck did you do that? Why? I was an active kid when I was young, and I was making things at a young age. I was making billy carts. I was building remote control cars at a young age, reading instructions. And now I get not my son, I get other kids where you give them an instruction, it's there, put it together, and they don't know what to do with it. You know, at the age 11 or 10, my parents bought me a Hornet, a remote control car, where it was 1,000 pieces, and I put it together. It took me a week or 2 weeks to put it together, but I put it together, and it worked. And the thing that really, really bothers me the most is what's getting forced down our throats on a day-in basis, on the media, on the news, and every single barbecue you go to is about the same-sex marriage saga, where plain physics, it don't work. It doesn't work. Male and male don't work. Female and female don't work. For instance, just an example. You got a key, it's male. You got a lock, that's female. You slide those two together, you unlock that key, you unlock the lock, and it works. It unlocks the door and you can get into your house. You get a magnet, for instance, where it's male and female. You put them together, when it's male and female, they lock together. You turn them around where it's male and male and female, and they push away to each other because it doesn't want to work. Here's another one. You want to toast your bread? You put it in the toaster. It works. You get two bits of bread. You put them together. Is it going to fucking toast itself? It ain't. So same-sex marriage ain't going to work. It's not supposed to work. It's not physics. It wasn't made to be. But then you get all these fucking left-wing fucking dopey people that can't see beyond the bubble that they're living in what's going to happen to society. And it makes you think, what the fuck is going on? I am a conspiracy theorist because you give me a book, you said, read this book, and I'm going to tell you an answer. Most people just read what's inside the book. I read the back of the book. I read the front of the book, and maybe that little hidden answer is in the back of the book. And that's me. That's how I am. That's what I'm doing. I think outside the box. Maybe I'll be put on this planet to do that, to actually inform people, to think outside the box, because it's not this bubble that you're living in. There's something, the bubble's going to pop one day and you're going to think, fuck, it's too late. We really fucked up this world. And I want people to actually, who are viewing this, to leave your comments below, because I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I want to know what's going on. I have got an idea on what's going on, but maybe it's not to your specifications. It's to my specifications, and I know what's going on in this world. We are getting dumbed down on a daily basis, and we're going to be, and we get, anyway, I'm getting frustrated here because I can see the agenda beyond, but people can't see it, and maybe it's time for you to wake up and start doing your own researches on this. Anyway, thank you, and leave your comments, because I like to know what you are thinking, if I'm on the same wavelength as you guys. See you later.